Guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Car Spec Garage. Today, we're back on the 67 Giulia Sprint GT and it's all about the brakes. All right, guys, so I've got laid out here on the table all of the brakes, the whole brake system here, and what we're doing. So let's explain it, and then let's get on to working on the car itself. So this is the rear brake. So we've got new rotors, we've got new calipers, pads, of course, all the hardware for them. We've got new master cylinder. This is from Alfa. This is the brake reservoir. So we're putting an Alfa brake reservoir in. These are the parts for that. Then we've got the front two rotors, the front two calipers, and then the associated pads and hardware for the pads itself. So I thought what we would do is get the rear jacked up first. I think that's going to be the simplest one. And go ahead and just get the rears done, get the fronts done, and then what will be left is under the hood, the brake booster. We've got to run a line from the brake booster back to the master cylinder, as well as the reservoir back to the master cylinder as well. And so there's where they're going to go. And then we've got, let me find the parts so you can see them. And then here's all the parts that we need to put everything together for the last two brake lines. All the other brake lines in the car have been ran. They're all brand new. Again, this video is to show whoever is going to be buying this car through Bring a Trailer, I think is where we're going to list it. Unless somebody on Facebook wants it, they can contact me directly. But what I thought we would do is video this whole entire process of installation, journaling the whole car so that you will be able to see everything. Again, everything going in is brand new. So anywho, all right, so let me get this thing jacked up a little bit more. I've got to get the rear jacked up. I got to get the tires off, and we can get started on the back. All right, guys, stay tuned. All right, guys, I've got off the old disc right here. So we're going to get the new one put on, then the caliper. I'll torque it, and that should really be about it. So let's get started on the rear passenger side. All right, guys, we have the rear brake on. I got to put the pads on and screw down this line. So I'm gonna go ahead and torque these to 40 foot-pounds in the rear, and I think 50 or 60 in the front, but I'll double check once we do that. So we should be good to go there. So as you can see, we've got it bolted down. I'm gonna go ahead now and torque it, and then I'm gonna put the pads in. This side's done, then we'll go on the other side and get that one done, and then swap over and get the jack beneath the car, get up, moved up to the front, and get the fronts done. All right, guys, so let me get it torqued. Got my torque wrench, 40 foot-pounds, and then we'll move over on that side. All right, guys, we have put the rear passenger brake on. Everything's good. It's turning good. So we're a little drag from the brakes, but we should be good. Let's see, pins are in. Everything looks good here, as you can see. So we're now gonna move on to the other side and get this one on. So we'll catch you here just in a sec. All right, guys, Driver's rear is done. Everything's good. Again, you'll see here, I've got the bolts torqued. I got the brake lines in. Orientation is right with the bleeder being at the top. And got the brakes, the pins, all of that fun stuff, as you can see. If I can focus, it's kind of hard. Anyway, all right, so now I'm gonna get the tires on, and then we're gonna jack the front up and get the front done, and then the last we'll do is the master cylinder up underneath the car, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, hang tight. All right, guys, now on to the front. So I'm gonna have to pull the hub off. I've already got the cap and everything in, and then we'll repack it a little bit more with some grease, but we should be good. Everything's packed inside. So we're gonna open this hub up, pull it off, and put the new disc on. All right, guys, let me get this done. Everybody watching this pretty much has seen this before, so there's no reason to show every little bitty turn of the wrench. So give me just a few minutes. We'll get this off, come back and show you the end result. All right, hang tight. All right, guys, this is the driver's side. So I've got the hub off, all that's done. The bearings are here. And then here is the driver's side and the passenger side. So I've got the new one on. I mean, again, these were just kind of being held in place until we could get everything in. I forgot to order the bearings and the cover, so I'm gonna have to do that, and then we'll go from there, but that's okay. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna try to see if we can work in on the master cylinder. So let's see if we can get that in and then go from there. So I want to get the car raised up a little bit. Hopefully we'll be able to do that. But for right now, the car is going to have to sit as is until I can get new bearings. These are new bearings, but I'm always old school. If I remove a hub, I'm replacing bearings. I don't care what, how old they are, how they look. It doesn't matter. Again, we're doing this right. We're not doing it halfway. I want the next owner to have a car that they can drive and not worry about anything. And that's what we're doing. All right, guys, let me get the car moved up. We'll get up underneath it, see if we can get the master cylinder put in place. And then we're gonna kind of call the front brake, or call the brakes, or just quit messing with the brakes for right now until I can get the rest of the parts in for the front hubs here. All right, hold tight. All right, guys. I am now starting to pull down the old master cylinder. There's 2 bolts, so we'll get those off. We'll take that off and then put the new one on and get it, bolt it down properly and get it attached here at the arm for the brake pedal. And then I think we're gonna call it quits. Again, the hubs, I'm gonna have to order new bearings and the grease cap or grease cover. That's just gotta be done. So yeah, so let me go ahead and get this off. And again, we're trying to do it right. We're trying to make sure everything is done properly, and so that the new owner will not have to worry about anything. A full restore. All right, let me go ahead and get this off and get the other one on, and we'll catch right back up, and we'll wrap this video up for now until I can get the wheel bearings and stuff for the front hubs. All right, and we have the master cylinder, brake master cylinder put in. So as you can see here, I'm trying to move the light right. I still have the caps on top of them. We got to run the brake lines up there. We're gonna do that next week or this coming up week. But everything's in. Of course, we probably have to do some adjustments on it once we're done, but not a big deal at all. So kind of a recap of what we've done. All right, so we've got all the rear brakes are done. We got to wait on the new bearings and stuff for the front hubs. Those will go on, not a big deal. The master cylinder's in. Other than that, just again, the front brakes, reservoir, things like that have got to be done. And then the brakes will be done. We'll be able to bleed them. and get those completed. And that's just one thing off the list of many to do for this 67 Giulia Sprint GT. But there you go, driver's side. Again, just got to get the bearings up here. As you can see, they're practically brand new, but we're not doing that. We're putting brand new ones on here. Other than that, we should be good. I did find I had to replace one of these rear studs here, wheel studs. It's just, I don't like the threads. It goes on fine. I don't like it. We're replacing it. Again, everything's getting replaced on this car. All right, guys, till the next video, please like, subscribe, ring the bell, and God bless.